Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, Delta!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 78 yards. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
61, matchbox, light.
And they'll run with Etienne. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. One more time with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Well, this defense for the Jags, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A pitch comes to Dobbins, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing Jones. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Meanwhile, Jones throw complete there to Bateman. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Now ETN to start the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for ETN. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Look at me. Go on.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here we go! Hey, Charlie! Hey, Will!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence is going to let this one go deep. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. ETN going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
On the ball.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this, partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominating the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Again, help me, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
218, double. Fine.
On second down, ETN once more. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On the set. Hey, 9-7.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
ETN up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 56 yards. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Go! Hey, stop.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, quick slant caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
A final shot before break. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken from about the 12. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Jones now on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the the 12-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Etienne once more. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 159 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Hey, let's go. Hey, you. Pilot, 64, look at me. Go.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Hey, stand up. Let's go.
A give to Etienne running right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamal Agnew, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A handoff for Etienne. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Hey, lock it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Let's go.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Jamal Agnew with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out. the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones to throw on third down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Here's Jones on first and 10. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. To throw again on second down. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Jones. And now here is another interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
First throw now for the backup, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll try the left side. Roper. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. This is Connor running right. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. And as this defense